Hello. How you doing? Welcome. How was everyone's week? There's the button. Epic. Etterfaus. Joey, how you doing? Jojo. Welcome, welcome. Joe Mega, how you doing? 55 months. Holy shit. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. I knew yours was good. Summer Soul, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to get set up real quick with some stuff that I'll probably be getting to. But yeah, I think I've had a good week. I've had a good week. So how you doing? You pressed it. You pressed it. Thank you for 42 months. Appreciate that. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Give me a second here. Actually, I don't actually need to go over there with that stuff. Cause tonight, what I plan, I can close out of that. Tonight, what I'm planning on doing, 29C. Ooh, I've got my AC blasting in the other room. It's been blasting for freaking 2 days. Okay, hang on. Let me at least get the ROM up so I can pretend I'm doing a thing. Hang on, give me a second. Bear with me for a second. ROMs and then where the hell? What the hell is the name of this actual ROM? Hang on. Already ignored. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 71 months. Holy shit! Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. So today I do want to do some reverse engineering on this thing right here, right? I need to find the ROM though. Hang on. And at least start the ROM up to make it look like, again, like I'm doing something. So give me. Hang on. Hang on. Don't enable audio. I don't want any of that crap. And hearts, love. Archibald, thank you for 70 months. Holy shit. Yeah, so last weekend I didn't stream on Sunday. I had originally said it was for a family event thing. Only catch was it wasn't my family. And I had to keep quiet about this for 6 months. So Archiboots was married last year. And the anniversary's in like 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Somewhere around there. And his wife lives up in Canada, and he goes and visits all the goddamn time. Next weekend. All right. He's always going up that way to visit, right? And in January sometime, we were, talking or whatever at work. And I'm sitting in my office, and there's a chair across my desk, right? And I forget exactly how it came up, but it came up as, hey, wouldn't it be funny if one day when you came into my office, because he works second shift, right? One day when you came into my office, wouldn't it be funny if your wife was sitting right there in that chair? Wouldn't that be funny? So Sunday, I was up in Boston, picking up his wife from the airport, to surprise him on Monday. Yes, it happened. Bridgewater, how you doing? 6.5 years? 6 months. 6 months. Oh, that. 78. Jesus Christ. 78 months. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Thank you, Bridgewater, for that. Oh, my God. So I think it was... I need to rename this file real quick so I don't accidentally dox his name. Surprise. There it is. Jojo, thank you for the gift. Appreciate that. I'm gonna pause over here. So where'd it go? There it is. So I set up a hidden camera at work. I'm sitting there, and so he's you know, looking at a thing I gave him to distract him, while on Discord right here I am messaging his wife that's around the corner to hurry up, he's here. So he has no idea that she just walks up right behind him. He's like, wait, no, you're not supposed to be here. Turn that on. But yeah, so by the way, Archibus, when I was typing, when you were standing there, I was typing to her. Right around the corner. Yeah, who the fuck is this? What are you doing here? Hi. So he wasn't expecting her to show up at all. Trying to leave the room and let them have. Don't worry, I got the missus a hotel room, so they were settled on that. Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole.
But why?
Hi. Huh? Oh hey. Did you hear that actually? Hang on. Hi.
Surprise!
Wait, you're not real, are you? What? So yeah, so this was the start of my week, and yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week, I think. This one here, he wasn't on time for the rest of the week until today, I think. I was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I am. So I thought about cropping myself out, honestly, but I ended up not. But I had to. So when I edited this, I actually had to like screw with the volume because the mic is actually on the other side of me. Yeah. Oh, but yeah. So
I have not. I can't. I'm trying to plug in your existing in. It's not working.
I'm loud. I'm sorry.
Hitting a wall. Where I'm like, no. I'm at work, and you're no.
No, I'm at work, and you're nope. So that was my week. So yeah. So Ivan, how you doing? So many times. Yeah, I'm sure. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Yes, this is at work. Yes, that's this is where I said this is my desk at work. So this is that chair I was talking about right here. Yeah, she's been here all week, and where was it? So in here somewhere.
He invited them in.
Right here. So my coworker across the hall, going on about vampires. Don't worry about it.
He invited them in.
Yeah, I invited her.
I went to Boston yesterday to pick her up.
Yeah, I've been here since last night.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
For a week, by the way.
I got that. I'm here the whole week. Yeah, I got that. I figured that out. So these two like message all the goddamn time, right? So God, she had told him like on Sunday night, right? Like that she was going to bed or whatever, and it was roughly her bedtime. He didn't know, however, that she was on the train with me, driving through the town he lives in. I'm trying not to give away shit. trying to say shit I shouldn't say. But yeah, it was a fun week. It was eventful. So yeah, right. So honestly, that was the main thing keeping me here since January. That's been my driving force of I can't leave yet. Expensive thoughts are winning. Oh no, do it. But yeah, it was I can't leave yet. I have to survive until June. Because I needed the office to surprise him in. Basically, is what it boiled down to be, right? But yeah, it was worth it. But now at work, there's some changes happening that I can't really get into because other people at work aren't supposed to know about it. Apologies, Archiboots. So I'm gonna wait until that unfolds, because that could be a net positive or it could be a net negative. I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to mention the secret. What secret? That is, it's not that bad. We actually have a real life Mao Mao. She's this American that over 20 years let himself get bitten 200 times. I've heard about that actually. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that person. Just they like getting bit or some crap. Yeah. We can't share this with your coworkers. I need to know the Hackor news. No, it's like it's specific with the company. Yeah. Just fighting the snakes. He ain't winning. No, Mama's not fighting the snakes. She's eating the snakes. There's a difference. There's a difference there, right? There's a little difference. But yes, I watched today's episode, and now I have to wait until next week. Yeah, the show caught up with the manga last week. So this week, I mean, I speculated what was going to happen, but I didn't actually know. All right, input. What is this? Remarkable Paper Pro. What is that? Is that like a expensive whiteboard? The ultimate paper tablet. Oh, okay. Interesting. We are buying, right? We? I wouldn't have a use for it. I'd never have use for it. Mostly. I mean, so this is something that like I could probably use at work, but there's no way in hell I'm buying it for work, you know? That's just, I ain't spending the money on that for work. Absolutely not. There's no way in hell work would buy this for me, you know? Looks neat. Looks real neat. But, yeah. It's an e-ink with color. Yeah. I'm fascinated by the tech, but I don't need it. Right. Fascinated by the tech, but that's not something that I, need. I have like a OneNote drawing screen, or like Pages. I haven't used either one of those. So again, like, I don't know. Looks at what's the use case. Yeah. So for me, a use case would be taking notes out on the floor and running around and doing shit at work because I have to do that a bunch, right? And it's inconsequential shit, like stuff that I don't have to save after another hour or whatever, right? Like fucking work order numbers or measurements or some shit, weird little notes that I need for like 10 minutes and then no more. Yeah. Anyway, for this, notes in a book, so I could maybe use it. I've got a notebook on my desk, but it's got scribbles on it, basically. Just it's all numbers. It's just all numbers that I need to look up or do something with or whatever, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so was it? I think it was this one. Does this one have? Not that. Nope. Although I might want to have a look at some of this stuff. Oh, right. It's not click and drag. Oh, is this running slow? No, it must be. Okay. All right. But yeah, so I wanted to look at not that. Is it the other one? It might be the other ROM that's got the okay, well, it's got this, but not quite. Yeah, see, it hit a thing there. With what do you write the firmware of the 6502? So 6502 is the the assembly dialect for the Famicom. If you mean the editor I use them, and then I just assemble it. You're working your language. When aren't you reworking your language? Pointers, they're simple, right? Just point to memory. They're not. It's not alignment. It's this invisible info called what the fuck? What exact locations does this come from? So two pointers can have the same address, but not the same. But not be the same. Is it EEPROM? Oh, for this. I mean, well, I mean this is an emulator. But yeah, it's a ROM. It's a ROM chip. I'm not about to open up the one I have for this, but in fact, I wonder if NESCART DB and let's see if it's here. Oika. Only one of them are here. All right, and it's not this one. But yeah, so it's got 2 ROM chips and mapper stuff probably up there. Probably what that is, right? Mapper stuff. Are those all 74 series logic? No, this guy's got RAM on it, doesn't it? I thought this thing had RAM. Extra RAM. Because it does something weird for the drawing stuff, right? Because this is each pixel is drawable here, right? That's actually what I'm looking for. Not that. Is it this? It might be the other ROM. No, it's not that. Okay, it's the other ROM. Give me a second. Let me open up the other ROM here real quick. What do I do with it? Oh. This ROM. How dare you? This ROM. This one here. So, it also uses the tablet thing. I should probably go and get it out of the box. I put it in the box like last week. But yeah, so you have like a big tablet that you you draw with or whatever, right? Which I've got nope. Yeah, it looks like this, right? Since we're working some more language stuff, I'll go to my pointers. Oh. Still an unresolved problem in academics. What, pointers? Being weird? In fact, the guest specter has 800 euros and 630 USD. Most cards are probably mass ROMs. Some dev cards when have used EE ROMs are similar, but I guess modern ROM cards mostly use RAM chips. ROM cards are using fucking FPGA for the actual mapper in the integration with like a SD card and whatnot. But the actual like talking to the console, yeah, it's probably just RAM chips or something like that, honestly. Right? Because it doesn't need to store what's on there. The persistent storage is on an SD card, not on the RAM, not on the chips that the system sees, right? So, but this here, this one should be. Nope, those are mazes. Okay, which are kind of neat actually. Oh, okay. Let me go back to the maze one real quick. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Where's the exit? Oh, I gotta go around again. Damn it! I'm gonna like hold the button down too. Mazes. Because this is kind of neat too, because it's not like tile based really. It like draws on the tiles, right? So it does like actual collision detection, kind of. Also, the fact that like he's following me like right now, like that's incorrect. Because he should only be following me when the pen is on the tablet, right? But because of how the emulator is set up, it just always has the pen on the tablet. So this game isn't emulated quite correctly, or rather, the hardware isn't emulated quite correctly for the actual tablet itself. But it works well enough, I suppose. But yes, this is all like pixel perfect kind of for collision, which I thought was kind of neat. Come on. Yeah, I made it. Get out of there. Oop! Oh God. I didn't want to hit that. No, that's a dumb game. I don't want that one. I don't want this one. All right, so this is Mario Paint before Mario Paint. I am looking for circle. That was too large. Toss it out there. Did it actually? Hang on. Let me have a look at tile viewer. Whew. Yeah, it's doing some weird shit. PP memory. Sure, RAM. Whew. Yeah, so it's got a bit of RAM in it. This is a sentence defining stuff for an actual language, not an abstraction. Probably just one of those things that you can actually affect how the optimizers are allowed to do optimization. But for now, I'm gonna leave it till later. There you go. Hello, how you doing over on YouTube? I see you there. Have you ever seen no alias or restrict added to a pointer as some information about provenance? A memory pointed to by these two values will not overlap, so use that in your optimizations. Oh, okay. All right, let me go back over to okay. I can actually watch it like draw real time, I guess, right? I want a smaller circle like that. What is all that? What is all... This is all... Oh, God. Yeah, okay, that's all the tablet reading. Right, because it's jank, isn't it? Yeah, so it's a lot of reading. Single bit at a time. Right. Before each bit, the tablet must first be strobed. I forgot about that. Yeah, you got to clock it yourself. So that's what all that crap is then. Up there is reading the tablet. All right. All right. What I want to see. Which one is it? Is it? I think it's this one here, which is the fill color, right? Yeah. Don't know what you need. Yeah. Well, I don't have the money. Well, I have the money, but not. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that, and then let's close out of that for now. Debugger. And I want to... Well, let's see if it starts drawing it. Nope. Wow, it takes forever to, like, register that it draws something. Alright. Or that I hit a button. I want to see, like, how it actually does this stuff here. So, we're actually going to break on the read of 2007. So this is a bucket fill, essentially, right? So it has to read the tiles that are currently... read the tiles where the thing is, right? And then do a flood fill, essentially, right? So I want to see where that is and how it works. Okay. Where is this? All right. What's our stack? In NMI, yeah. And give me... What's that door? Yeah, so we're way down there. Okay. Video size 2x. Okay. Reading it. Stores it in two places. And it with Oh, and it with that. No, is that the like? Is that the pixel under inspection? Whoa. Load that. Store it there. Jump somewhere else. Okay. This guy here. We're going to edit that label. That's going to be pointer PPU, more PPU, 2 bytes. Bam. I'm gonna scratch out 3% of the time. Yeah. All of my notepad at work is all scratches. Yeah. Working on a strong for myself, but was saving the drawing in SRAM, so I don't need to read it back from the PPU. Yeah, I don't think they have any SRAM, so... What? Who's texting me? What is this? What do you want? What? Oh, give me a second. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure that they had the luxury of being able to do that. Let me turn this off so it disconnects that. Turns it off. Because that was probably more expensive, honestly. than just, you know, reading from the PPU. Although it would have needed CHR RAM anyway. Well, so, okay, so it would have needed the RAM, yes. But the circuitry for having RAM directly writable by both CPU and the PPU, and not like stepping on each other, was probably a bit more involved than they cared to do. Yeah. Actually, using MMC5 and a bunch of RAM and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So they are using a custom mapper, and pulling some shenanigans is what they're doing. Flex to Y. Why? Flex to Y. Oh shit, that stuff's starting to stack, isn't it? Ugh. Pull A, store it. Pull A, put it in X. Pull A, put it in Y. Pull A, store it. Oh my god. So much shit on the stack. Pull A, store it there. Load A. The thing you just... Well, okay. Sheesh, so much shuffling. Nice book about typeface inside? Ooh. Thank you for that, by the way. I saw that. Appreciate it. What? Last time. Whoa. Ah, shit! I accidentally switched to fucking Japanese input. Oh god, hang on. Where'd the button go to Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Do that one. Japanese. The language switch button is right next to the comma. So I hit that, and suddenly it's Japanese input. No. Types of values. So as I say something like types are a value of type, in which type is also a type. No, dog, I heard you like types, so we put types here. Types, so you can type where you type. No one here as far along? Yeah. But what are you doing? Classic. What is circular definition of refined types? Yeah. Some of the classes and small talk? God, I don't even want to know. I don't think I want to know. Java word class is itself a class. Hey. God, is Andy gonna get... Oh my god, hang on. Where... What's the address we were just at? 0F97. What the fuck tile is that? What the fuck tile is that? Right, I forgot. Each each tile's 8 bytes. Oh my god. I don't know why I thought it read a single tile in one read. I don't know why I thought that. It's a tile in 8 reads, like the full tile anyway. All right, so I guess it makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. Well, making sense as in like filling out the line instead of like filling out the tile itself. Yeah. What am I drawing? I'm not really drawing much, but normally it's 16. That's true. That's true. Yeah. One for each plane. That's right. Yeah. God, yeah, so then it would have to... Ooh. Yeah, so it'd have to read 2 separate bytes. Not though. That's one read of a byte. See, I'd have to read. I don't know where I just was. Is this a loop? Did I loop? E7. Yes. Why don't I have automatic labels on? What the hell's going on here? Hang on. What the hell was that? Some sub-labels? Yeah, sure. No, okay, default labels are on. Alright, well. Add label. Loop at F6E7. This is exit. What did I just do? Did I add? No, get rid of all of this. Delete that. Loop exit. I'll use the PPU 77 or not the PPU. The ROM address 778. This guy is. Let's edit this one real quick. That's gonna be 76E7. Like that. Compare to 40. Pull A. Where is? Pull A. What? So much shit is. No. Jesus Christ! That stack. The stack pointer is 6. What? No, okay, it had to move. Okay, it had to have moved it, and then... Yeah, because there's no way there's that many zeros in there, so it probably wrote a bunch of shit, and then is just popping shit off the stack for things. Ginger, how you doing? Cyber, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? How's your week? Writing table of contents manually, because Markdown is about 450 lines alone. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna put that over there. Okay. So that stack isn't exactly correct. Making some soup. Ooh. Ton of work. Anniversary with my girlfriend. Ooh. Preparing for a trip to the Netherlands. Ooh. Fun. Netherlands. I need to get over to Europe sometime. Alright, where are we? Alright, we're right there. So, branch not equal to wherever. And this. So this must be like read the first plane and then like read the second or whatever, right? 8 OF 8 X. That's pulled off the stack because fucking of course it is. Oh my, yup. Okay, so that's yeah, add label. Point of view 05. 05. Okay. Get dressed here, for fuck's sake. Yeah. I need to. So, both the top and the bottom of the stack is probably doing some shenanigans, even if only a split stack in a way versus non. Yeah, I suppose they could be doing that, right? Well, this is jumping over that. Because whatever, transfer Y to A. What's Y? 95. Clear it. Oh, so that's the lower of the address. I guess? Yeah. Yeah. Let's lower the address. Sweet. Clear carry, add 8. Store it there. X is the upper of that address. Add 0. Add carry 0. Yep, so that's the overflow stuff. Yep. And then we're storing... Yeah, we're setting the address. So 0F97. Load up that. Store it in 7 and 45. And it with that. So that's like the pixel under inspection or some shit, right? It's gotta be. It must be something much weirder, like the data rating mission. Yeah. I mean, it could be. Well, it's not pushing that shit to the stack. I don't know. Let me add, no, cancel edit breakpoint. Edit on right as well. Clears that out. Jumps over here. Load or store. Load or store. Okay. Pull A. Compare it to 1. Branch equal somewhere else. It's another loop exit, isn't it? Where was the first loop exit? Hang on. That is an actual exit, right? It's not equal. Yes. Label. Loop. Exit 77A4. Okay. Not equal though, so we're going back up to the top of the loop. Okay, that's the very top. Yep. And there's our 1 right there. How many? Did it pull yet? Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's an uneven number. Cool. Reference, how you doing? Here, where Heinz ketchup isn't red, but brown, according to at least one American. It wasn't fluorescent or paint red. Is it transparent? Like, where is that? Fucking this shit? Right here? Transparent like that? Just gonna say hi. Hello! Finished a Parallax demo, on the Game Boy recently. I'm kind of out of ideas with not as much desire to code for now, but yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, don't get burnt out. Try it's tough when you get burnt out. Oh yeah, it's kind of brown. But yeah, taking breaks is good. Okay, tomato concentrate. Yep. Distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, salt, spice, onion powder, and natural flavoring. Natural flavoring. UK version. Fucking tomatoes. Yep. Vinegar, sugar, salt, spice, and herb extracts, and more spice. UK using spices? I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. Apparent sauce, the most American thing ever. Yeah. Also receiving open pixel art commissions. Ooh, haven't gotten any clients yet though. And I can't even accept money from outside my country due to personal hangups here. Uh-oh. Will the UK version turn your eyes blue if you have too much of it? Maybe. It might. It might. It might. Whoa. That is the wrong window to be hitting F11 on. Okay. Maximize my chat window. Money. Let's catch up. Yeah, no worries. You have a good night, reference. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Does not contain DNA editing compounds. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, really. Missed opportunity, I think. All right, pull A. FF. Wait. That pulled FF? Oh. So then, in that case, it was even. It's 4 and 4. Okay. Branch minus. Minus? That is minus. Where's that going? Huh? F90D. Which is a long jump, I guess. What the fuck is this? And an RTS? Wait a minute. Oh shit, this is stack shit. All right, yeah. Okay. Edit label. Long jump exit. Okay. Stuff 11 over here. T, S to X. Put the stack in X. 8. Store it there. Load FF. Stored it. What? At the very beginning. So that's the end byte. Okay, that's the exit byte, right? So if we hit that loop again, it exits early. Okay. Yep. I guess? But this here is the, hang on. Edit label. Second stack index at 3E. Whoa. Now, okay. Load X 32 F7. This guy. Edit label. Oh, IDK. First stack IDX 32. That one. Any reason that would be a jump trampoline? Yeah, 'cause it's too far. It's got to jump over so much shit. So that's far past what a branch can do, because a branch can only go like plus or minus 120, 27, right? Because it's signed, right? And it's a signed single byte of how many bytes to jump in either direction. Whereas a jump is a 2-byte address that it jumps to. So you basically branch to somewhere close, and then that jump goes further, right? Yeah. So you can start the stack for an action/data buffer then, with enough stack manipulation to use PLA instead of needing X or Y. Yeah. Right. A bit signed relative to the beginning of the next instruction. Right. Relative versus absolute. Yes. Exactly. All right, so we're gonna put X in the stack. All right, and then we're gonna load that second stack index branch equal somewhere else. Where is that? 2, 4. It's here, and this goes up to there. And this does palette shit, doesn't it? Load Y, store Y. Load A, store A, load Y, store Y. What the fuck? What? Huh? Increment X a few times. Yep. Compared to 8. Oh, there's 2 of them. All right. 2 pallets, right? Yeah, probably. Yeah, the top 2 pallets will do. Okay. Huh. So this here would be edit label palette buffer at 034A, and that is 8 bytes long. 012 01. Yeah, actually, okay, because this is the background color. PG color. 0. Yeah, because it'll store the background color first and then grab from that. Which means it wastes a byte, doesn't it? Because incrementing by... no, it's incrementing by 3. Incrementing Y by 1. Compares Y to 8. So that does all of them instead, because Y here is the loop counter. All right, yeah. So that is the full what? Fucking 32 bytes. Is it 32 bytes? 16 bytes? Oh. Let's say times 3. 20 something? I don't fucking know. 20 something bytes? Yes, I'm doing this. Shut up. 8 times 3. 24. 24 bytes. Yeah, and then that's in 0, 0. Okay. Where was I? Edit. Right. Pallets. 76332. Here. It even has the bug workaround to avoid corrupting the pallet RAM. Which one's that? Wasn't actually needed at when writing on the pallets. What bug is that? Oh, this here? What the hell is that? 39. Before oh, yeah. Huh. So it gets the background color there, puts that in, it's a temporary, okay, edit, temp var 00, that's what that is. At the end, setting the address to that before doing anything outside the palette RAM. Oh, this right here, yeah, okay. Interesting. All right. So branch equal is not equal yet, so we're not going to update the palette stuff. What? All right. So this here was that function. So edit this. Sub 76E1. Doing something. And then 23 or 2300. 23? 23. That's what the shit is this? What the shit is this? I beg your pardon? Fuck off. God damn it. What? Map for shenanigans? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 20. Wait, no. Yeah. No. 23C0 is attributes. 2300. Is right there. So that's the start of the header up top. Missed the keyboard count. I'm sorry. I don't have a good way to like set it up right now. Or in this area. Monitor. How you doing, graphics? Change the scaling at the bottom? It might. Yeah. I set the default, yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, well. God damn it! F11, store that in the mask. What the fuck does that do again? Show sprites and background. And the 8 leftmost. And color, so no grayscale. Okay. Turns on shit. JSR to somewhere else. Control. Scroll. This is 70A7. All right. Review. Control. CPU. Scroll. Is it XY? It's XY, right? I think it's XY. Alright, so set some of that stuff. XY, yeah, okay. Increment whatever that is. Load A, put it in those two, clear those out. Load that. JSR, this is not data. Mark as code, probably. APU, oh boy. That's the end of that. So we're gonna put a breakpoint on this as well, just so we can catch that. See the code it jumps back to, right? All right, what is this? What is this? F? What shit is over here? What did it say it was? F-zeros? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What? Is this like audio shit? This is probably audio shit, isn't it? Store. Pull A. Oh god. Clear carry. Add 2. Store it there. So 18 and 19 is a pointer of some sort. Edit label. Pointer at 18. Oh, no. I need edit label. 2 bytes. Woo! Huh? Wait a minute. Pointer 18 plus 1. What the fuck? That's not how those work. No. 19 is the pointer. Pointer at 19. Oh, that needs to be edit 2 bytes. There it goes. There we go. So this is like some start whatever the hell. Or no, store A, pull something off this fucking stack. Clear carry, add 2 to it. Store it there. Pull A. Add carry. To where the fuck? What? What? Why? 6490B? A. I don't see that on the stack. Because I'm not looking in the right spot. I don't think. What the fuck? Where? Clear on that. Pull A. I wasn't looking at the right spot. Okay. I should be looking down there. Got it. Reading argument for the next byte after the JSR instruction. Which is why they disassembled and marked it as data instead of code. Maybe. Where was that? I was up. No location. Nope. Go to that location. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much shit in here. Why do I have all this stuff? Oh, that's relevant here. Pointer 19. 975A. Where's that going? It's going to 2 bytes in the middle of code. No. No. No! Epic, you have a good night? Thanks, that might appreciate it. Why is it reading this address as data? What? 2B80. 2B. What? Increment Y. 80. What the fuck is going on here? Why? Why are you reading that? What the fuck? So I started there and then pulled the return address and used as a pointer to the reader. You're right. Yeah, okay, so... Oh my god. It pulled the return address off the stack, added 2 to it. Got the address of what that JSR was pointing at. What? What for what purpose? Add 1. Store it there. Load that, add carry. Push it. No. Load that, push it. How dare? What the fuck? What is going on here? This pattern seen mentioned before. Basically, it's manipulating the return address to get arguments next to the call instead of needing to point to a separate data segment. I hate that. I hate that so much. That's so much more code than just having a table somewhere. This changes banks. That changes bank. That's one. That's a single bank. That's not two. Oh, no. They can reuse it at any place with new additional arguments. I mean, I suppose, but I still hate it. Oh, my God. And then it's jumping somewhere else. And then jumping somewhere else. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm going to assume this is all audio shit here. I hope. In command, loading up some shit. RTS. Wait a minute. God fucking damn it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, God, I hate it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hard codes the return address to right the fuck here. And then it turns this into a JSR to a pointer. And then we redo the bank stuff to get back to the first bank. Or whatever the fuck bank we were on before. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, it's a far call. Yeah. A long bank jump, just so I know what the hell I'm talking about, I guess. That's disgusting. Let me, what's the, hang on. Yeah, I got it. I don't care about the backgrounds. That's the, and then, oh, I got kids. Okay. Tablet, no, I want this mapper. Okay. Use 2 games. They use the tablet, specifically designed to turn the PPU into an all points addressable 2 bits per pixel bitmap without needing timed code. Right. Scan the counter or audio channel abuse. 2 games, sure. ROM size 128K. Bank size 32. RAM, PRG RAM, no. CHR capacity 32K. RAM, bank size 4K inner, 16K outer. I'm not sure I know what that means. Mirroring, hardwired to vertical. Partial conflicts. Switchable ROM, 4K switchable RAM, 4K semi-fixed RAM, 3 or 7 only. Semi-fixed. Okay. All right. Registers, outer bank control, bus conflicts, inner bank control. Huh? Wait a minute. PPU address? What the fuck does that mean? Inner bank. No. No. Select 4K inner for PPU. That. CC bits. Match CC bits when DD changes for anything else to 01. What? This effect does not pay attention to the PPU rewrite strobes or react continuously to all changes to the PPU's address bus. Sprites fetched from PPU that will always come from bank 04 because the CC bits are clear for the sprite. Okay. Notice that in the table above, CHR banks are set using PPU addresses. Yeah, I hate that. Oh wait, no. So that okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So, right. Because it has to change banks mid-draw, and to not do that with timed code, it has to go off of whatever the PPU address is currently, right? That makes sense. Okay. Right. Shut up! Okay. I still hate it, but whatever. Stream title's incorrect? I thought I changed it on YouTube, but not here. God damn it! Give me a sec. Yeah, let me copy that. Paste it there. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for spotting that, by the way. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. All right. Yeah. Game uses those. Complete with bus conflicts. Ooh. I don't even actually know how that works. So yeah, it just writes to fucking wherever. It doesn't actually matter. Well, bus conflicts. What? Okay. What? Bus conflict occurs when two logic devices output different values on the same bus line. Okay. When two signals are asserted at the same voltage, the ones with less impedance generally wins. In the NES, this generally happens when a program writes to a mapper whose registers overlap ROM, but the ROM does not shut off its output, causing potential conflict in the PRG data bus. Most ASIC-based mappers include logic to disable the ROM's output enable during writes, putting the ROM's outputs into a high impedance state and preventing the bus conflict. But many mappers, especially discrete logic mappers, do not. Okay. If you're using a mapper with bus conflicts, make sure all devices on the bus are asserting the same value by writing to a ROM location that already contains the value that you are writing. Oh, for instance, switch to bank 5 and that write a 5 to a ROM location that already contains a 5. Oh. Okay, so that's what they're doing there. That's bus conflict stuff. Okay. This 1S. Yes. Yeah. So we went to fucking bank 4, and we're writing to the this table That's why that table was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the fuck, right? This table here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why it's just those numbers to avoid the bus conflicts. God damn it. I put that label in the wrong goddamn spot. Oops. How the bus conflict work? Give me a second. Hang on. Let's hop in banks. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want a breakpoint there. Did I set a breakpoint? No. What? Oh, no, the red is the label. Right. This is what I wanted. Paste that. Okay. Yeah, so basically, the mapper, in order to update the mapper, you write some stuff to ROM space, right? But even though you're writing to ROM space, you're still writing an address onto the bus, right? But it doesn't disable the read enable on the ROM chip. So the ROM chip dumps whatever value is there at that address onto the bus, right? So if that value that it dumps onto the bus isn't the same value you want to write, well, tough shit. You get a combined value essentially of both of those. I don't know if it's an and or an or, an or or an X or whatever the fuck, right? But yeah, basically it'll write a different value to the register you were trying to write to. Yeah. The bus conflict is when a CPU writes, for example, a 1 and the ROM outputs a 0. Then the data bus tries to contain both a 5 volt and a 0 volt value at the same time, which is a problem. Yeah. On NMOS hardware issue, like an and. Okay. Essentially, it's a short between 5 volt and ground, except the transistors can't drive that much current. No. Something like that. Alright, anyway. RTS. So this is actually data. Mark as data. Because it's data. We return right after it. Will this label show up there? No, of course not. Why would it have? Ah, shit. Where'd the label go? Ah, shit. Where'd the label go? Did after the CSR is for the routine being called. The return address is modified before RTSing. Yeah. Best avoided? Yeah. Alright, load that, compare it. Branch equal, no. Load that. Branch equals somewhere else. Branch not equal somewhere else, excuse me. Load that, compare it to 1. Branch equal somewhere else. Load that. Shift it. Branch carry. Nope. Carry clear, excuse me. Edit label. Audio thing. Status thing. APU set 4015. What is 4015? APU registers channel all. Enable channel length counter status. So enable disable individual channels, control DLC and read status. Oh, okay. So that just that's disable. Hmm. Hmm. Why do I feel the need to hide a reference my spec and eventually fix it as a typo? Reference. To know this, but apparently the audio sample IRQ can be used for the same purpose as a line counter without needing a mapper. I think so, but it's a bit more jank, right? Because it wasn't designed for that. It was designed for the fucking what the hell is it called? DMC data, right? Because that is basically just like, you know, really low res wave data, right? And the APU needs to be updated quite frequently with data because it goes through so much of it, right? High bandwidth compared to everything else on the Famicom anyway. So it uses the IRQ system to update that. DMC IRQs can be used for timed video operations. The following methods are discussed on the forum in 2010. Huh. Yeah, audio loves to show the truth of data. Concept: the NES hardware has limited tools for syncing code to the video rendering. The VBlink NMI and Sprite 0 hit are the only two reasonably reliable flags that can be used. So only 2 synchronizations per frame can be done easily. In addition, only the VBlink NMI can trigger an interrupt. The Sprite 0 flag has to be polled, potentially wasting a lot of CPU cycles. Yes. However, the DMC channel can hypothetically be used for syncing with video instead of using it for sound. Unfortunately, it's a bit complicated. Yep. But used correctly, it can function as a crude scanline counter, limiting the need for an advanced mapper. Yeah, the timing's completely separate from the video. The DMC timer is always running, and samples can only start every 8 clock cycles. Yeah, because 1 clock cycle will be 1 bit off of the data. Yeah. However, because the DMC timer isn't synchronized to the CPU in any way, these 8 clock boundaries occur on different scan lines each frame. Here are the steps to achieve stable timing. Why? Because it's meant for audio, not meant for, you know, doing anything with video, right? At a fixed point in the video rendering, we'll use start VBlink as an example. A dummy single byte sample at rate F is started. Due to a hardware quirk, the sample needs to be started 3 times in a row like this. Huh? No, the hardware quirk mentioned above deals with how the deals with how DMC IRQs are generated. Basically, the IRQ is generated when the last byte of the sample is read, not when the last sample of the sample plays. Sample buffer sometimes has enough time to empty itself between writes to 4015, meaning your next write to 4015 will trigger an immediate IRQ. Fortunately, writing 4015 3 times will avoid this issue. Huh. The amount of cycles before DMC IRQ happens is then measured either by an actual IRQ or by polling 4015. At rate F, there are 54 CPU cycles between clocks, so there are 432 CPU cycles, about 3.8 scan lines between boundaries. All right. The main sample that we use for the timing is then started. Please refer to the table below to have sample lengths for various waiting times. When the main IRQ happens, the measurement from before is retrieved. And the timing loop, the variable delay is used for replay. Huh. This table converts sample length to scanline length. 4 scan lines, okay. 6, 6, 8, 10. Wow. All right. Number of scan lines to wait table. Oh my god. But yeah, so you can, but you know, good luck. Saw another one. Is these the same byte? That's the next one. Check there of that. Store that in 30. Alright, well. JSR somewhere else. Oh god, it's doing more of this shit. Oh god. Trigger doable, yeah. No. Load, store, load, and. Ooh, fuck. JSR. Oh shit, we're doing more of this crap. Oh god. Hang on. Whenever I yawn, my eyes tear up. Ugh. Goodness. I'm really tired today for some reason. I don't know why. It was because I had to be up and actually at work at 9. Probably it actually. Store that, do some of that shit. This guy is gonna be a pointer, edit label pointer 1E. That needs to be 2 bytes long. And this is another pointer. Pointer 20, 2 bytes long. Alright, let's... Sure. Dereference, and then long jump. Yup, okay, so we're going somewhere else. Where are we going? Where are we going? Going to bank 6. Bam. Oh my god. I hate seeing these. I hate them so much. Oh my god. Yeah, that's another code right there. So it's the time IRQs on the Pokey chip on the target keys, except those were actually intended. Take a bite here. Yeah, snack. Alright, where are we going? Oh god. Oh. Okay. Tablet reading stuff. Okay. Yep. Yeah, because it does weird shit with the we have to do weird shit with the tablet stuff. Yeah. Remember that. Yeah. Um. Yes. I don't actually care about this. I can I'm out of. Okay, sure. Alright. And this one is the pen pressed. Okay. Where are we in the frame right now? Not that. Way up top. All right. Way up top. Move that over there. RTS. Oh my God! More talent pen crap. Whoa! Wait! What? Hang on, back in there. You can go through all that. Did it? Nope, because I hit that. Red D8 carries. Okay, sure. Oh, maybe this is if the pen's way up top, right? Maybe. Marriage equal. What is this? Ew! Ew! F927. Nope. STP? Nope. It's unknown. Not gonna bother. Alright. Alright. Wanna do one of this to do them? If not. Ew. Switch case, basically. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What do we... FF. It ain't none of that. I just with the we don't have multiple values, just ew. Well, it's because it's where it starts in the address, right? That's why. Not exactly clean. Sorry, Jalmega. Oh, we're back to wherever we were. Bam. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, so they must have just used that JSR as just a garbage byte to a liner or some crap, so they could assemble it, right? So they didn't have to do a, you know, raw data right in the middle of something, right? They could just type JSR and then the fucking value after it, right? Where they actually wanted to go, because that's where they're going. Now, yeah, I bet you it was to help their assembly, whatever. Maybe it was a macro. Maybe they put a macro together to do that. Oh, JSR. We haven't even hit the end of NMI yet, have we? This is one where like everything happens in NMI, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, this is clearing sprites. Clear sprites 75B8. Smile that. Decrement that. Pull A. Put it in Y. pull A, put it in X, pull A. All right, because that's right. That's end of NMI stuff. Does it clear out the sprites every goddamn NMI? What? How dare? Okay. So it must have a buffer somewhere else then of the sprites that it needs. Guessing a jump table isn't really feasible in 6502. I mean, you gotta use pointers and shit. Kind of feasible, but I think it requires enough code that it's too much overhead for a small switch like that. Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing like only a few values, it's not really worth it. But yeah, for a big switch, yeah, it makes more sense for a big switch to you know have a table of addresses, and then you know grab the address you need and put it in a pointer or some shit, you know, or do the RTS trick where you put it where you push it onto the stack and then just RTS to it. Right. All right. Load that. Branch equal. Oh, this is the wait for NMI. 98. A label. My status flag. To F. Oh, so it does the It does the what's it? The APU stuff here. Oh, that's clearing that. Huh. Wait. No. We're outside of NMI. We're waiting for the next NMI. Not anime, NMI. Alright, back up some shit. Load the status. Load 29. Branch equal to somewhere else. I think we're doing NMI shit. It's over here. Edit. Right, sprites. 1A32. M&M. Oh, that branch equal. What the hell are these? Who knows? FE47. Okay, FE47 right at the beginning here. So let's see if we mark that as code. What happens? All right, looks valid. Foresee, that's a jump, isn't it? 97897 This doesn't do any manipulation, right? Doesn't do any manipulation. Okay, so this is actually code. And so is this. Code. Because that JSR also doesn't do any stack manipulation. M&M's. Is that the end? 8D. 178D. Oh, that's just right over this. Right over that sub. Which does the fucking weird shit. All right, we're back to the weird shit. Okay, okay. That's going over there. Cool. I don't think this wants to refresh without it running. No. Whatever, doesn't matter. Put that over there, why not? And then we're gonna go back into that regular. Okay, move that over there. And now it's gonna do some bullshit with this here. All right. Transfer stack X. And then we're going to store that. We're at F7. No. Load X, FF at the very beginning. Put that into the stack. Very end, I guess. Pull A. FF. Branch minus. Long jump exit. And then we just quickly undo all that shit. Write the pallets. Write the pallets. I don't need that. Palette buffer, yep, that's background color right there. Yeah, the background color is white, right? Yeah, it is white, okay. Yeah, so all that shit. Where's this one going again? Oh, this is probably into tablet reading. No. What the hell is this one then? That's a lot of data. Yeah, I'm gonna assume this is audio stuff. Because this is just all data. Look at that. All that is data. Interspersed with a few little chunks of code. A lot of data, a lot of data. A whole lot of nothing over here. They filled this up pretty well, didn't they? Oh, there's the bank ID. Look at this. We only got 239 bytes at the end of this bank free. That's not bad. Can't they do multiple fixing and reasoning? Yeah. Yeah. Go right up to the end of that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is all audio shit. Audio shit. And then we're gonna jump out of it because I don't care. Why did the jump out hit right there? Because I was expecting a bunch of other shit to happen. Alright. And then it waits another goddamn frame. No. Okay, because we're doing a lot. It's doing a lot of drawing stuff, right? So, oh god. Yeah, because we're filling something in. Can you not? Can be memory? I want RAM. Yeah, so we're filling this shit in here. Right? So this is gonna happen for a while. Go back to Animai. This long jump here. No, not that. That's where's the this guy? Well, where am I? Okay, I'm in Animai. Because that didn't change, did it? Memory viewer. Go to the top here. And that didn't fucking change. Whoa. So how... Yeah, right sprites, sure, whatever. Go into the sub. Change the fucking stack. Pull A. We've got FF off after it. And then we exit. When do we ever not exit? Right pallets, okay. We're gonna step out of that. Wait. That, oh god, it fucks with the debugger, cause it, oh god, cause it does stack manipulation shit, so it fucks with the debugger. Oh god. Okay, so I can't step out, it breaks. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that so much. And then this one. Cross conflict stuff. Yep. Then I jump. Then jump. Audio shit, maybe. But I can't. Okay, sure. Status thing. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I don't even know where I jumped. I wasn't paying attention. Another long jump. E. Edit label. D. What? Load Y. D. What? 1D. Sure. Whatever. Then over here. Yeah. Yeah. And one. Thing. Yep. And then returning specifically to one spot. I'm bank 2 now. Yeah. Button stuff. Okay, yep, alright. So there's the button IO. Not the IO, but the button reading routine. And here or there. Or there. And where are we in the front? Okay, we're still over there. Not sure why it's reading it when when we need to just fill everything in. Oh, probably because I think it only fills in as long as you have the button pressed. Doesn't it? Yeah, probably. Let me turn off all of these. Yeah. It's only for as long as the button is pressed. I hate that because that makes it more difficult to like see where you're going, you know? Because it'll start mid-line too. It'll stop mid-line. I hate that. That like next row thing is so bad. That's why I move. Okay, so if I move, it doesn't actually change it anywhere. Wait for NMI. Okay, we're gonna go down to NMI. You have to be a lot more careful when debugging to hold down the hold it down 3 times. Yeah, and the fact that that's not a controller button either. That's a peripheral button, right? So I can't set it here. You know, I can't just be like, oh, hold down this button. It doesn't read these at all. These aren't read. I have to like script fucking I would have to make a Lua script to like turn that button, that bit on the read, you know? Which is what? It's the last goddamn bit that's read from the fucking thing. But that's the burger head equivalent you want? Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, all right, so that we're in address 4016. I'll read it from address 4017. So the only time reading 4017 is reading what's it? Well, I suppose I could just freeze the memory address where that status is, right? I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna get some more water though. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. That could work. Only requires a careful initial setup, nothing afterwards. You assume that all input reading uses the same variables, but that seems likely to be true. Yeah, it's got to be true to some extent, right? Because it's always reading the tablet. And you're not gonna have 7 different routines to read the tablet, right? You're gonna have one routine that reads the 3 values from the tablet, 4 values from the tablet, right? The X, Y, and the 2 status bits, right? And you're gonna put them somewhere. And I think I already have some of those labels. Let's see. Read tablet, that is ROM stuff. Right, shit. So, tablet button, tablet pen. Go to location. That's not what I wanted. I wanted... Can I... That's what I wanted. Tablet pen. Freeze. Okay, that's frozen now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to unpause and see what happens. God damn it. Okay, so that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Tablet pen. That's still frozen. Okay. It's button. Button's the one I wanted, not pen. Ah. Unfreeze. Okay, so I need to over here. Okay. Button. Go to that location. And memory viewer. This one. Freeze that one. There we go. Okay. That's better. All right, all right, all right. So now it's frozen. Where's the Oh my god, I hate that. It's kind of jank. Event, there it is. I wish that site has a tab, honestly. But whatever. I guess this is so I can highlight it. Scan line, yeah. God, so much to see if, you know, if you're not holding it anymore. The NMI happens way down there, yep. Oh, yeah, all that shit. Yeah. That's gonna happen for a while. All that, almost done. Alright. Read. Ooh. The reads, writes, 2 more reads. Write. All right. That's all previous frame shit though. Okay, where are we? Let's go to NMI. Okay. Now then, in here somewhere. So it's currently drawing a line. It's in the middle of drawing a line, right? So in theory, this should do some stuff a little bit differently. Raise price, I don't care. Yep. Okay, in this fucking sub. So let's go ahead and settings, video size, 2x, and then Image viewer. Yeah, so it's doing some other shit there. Okay. Stack to X, store it, load X, store it, or transfer it, whatever the hell. Pull A, 20. All right. So because I'm like, you know, flicking the key a bunch. They have a tendency to come off. I'm tempted to like glue it, but then like you don't glue fucking keys to your switches. Bad idea. Bad idea. But that means I have to like focus somewhere else so I can press down the buttons and not have it do the thing in the yeah. All right, carry set. Carry's not set. Compare that there. Carry set. Carry is set. 1F. Where is this? Down here. Different loop exit. Okay. Add that label. Loop exit 771F. Yes, that's the status something rather. This is heretical. Yeah, exactly. That's why I haven't done it. You know, gluing the keycaps down. Yeah, that'd bite me in the ass too. Because as soon as I glued it down, I need to take it off for some reason. All right. We skipped over all this shit. All right. Load Y. Store Y. Store Y. The fuck? Store Y into 2006 twice. Store A into 2006. And then store Y again. What the fuck? Store A. And then store Y. Huh? What's the point of that? No. No. It's this shit, isn't it? Looks like the inner bank, wasn't it? God, I hate that. 45% broken is thinking, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah. Yeah. Bank switching or like or resetting to like the first bank or some shit, right? A loop. Pull something else off the stack. That's the 15. That's not minus, it's not 40, it's not 20. Okay. It's not 10. Carry set though, so that's more, it's greater than 10, right? And F6D0, where does that go? F6D0. Wait, that's up. it's a jump. We're going somewhere. All right. Compared to 18, no. Compared to 15, yes. F7, 30. What? Wait, down here? Huh? What the fuck? Okay. Pull another thing. Store that into 10 var. Okay, so that's... So that is the bite, I assume? The tile? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, so I stopped it right on the edge of a tile. Maybe I'll place the whole tile at once. Or the whole line in the tile, rather. That would make sense. If it fills in the entire line and not just like pixel by pixel. I mean, it does it pixel by pixel, but like not, you know, one right per pixel, right? 'Cause actually, it would have to... It would have to do the whole line at once because it's one byte, right? No. Could say back my head against the wall, but not gonna. Here, what? Yeah. And he also rolls on cardboard. However, then it would be a maybe. Our walls are wood if you're lucky, and plaster if you're unlucky. All right. I pulled another value off the stack. 6. What the hell is that? I'm putting that at X. Pulling another value off. 82. Put that in Y. Another value off. Put that there. Pull another value off. Store it there. Build that one. Or it with FF. Uh-huh. And it. Nothing. That's not equal. Let's get the second one. The second byte on that. The second plane, right? So this appears first plane. Right. Here. Right? What was this ship? Reddit, why you gotta be an ass? Reddit, what the hell? American Walls. Please don't hurt me again. German Walls. Come here and try again. Then I'll break your second hand too. Exactly. So that's read preview data action, where the previous was a set bank action, probably. It seems to be turning out like a little DSL. Yeah. Yep. That's what it seems like. This here, just a little bit of data. Yep. French not equal. Load that. Store it there. So 43's got to be some. No. 45. 45. This isn't how I thought this would. That would really work. Oh, it's interesting. Pull A, sure. Compare that to 1. It's 1, okay. Out of that loop. Temp bar shit. Alright. New address. Storing A. Store 0 there? Wait a minute. It's storing one of the planes. Okay. And then this is storing the other plane. Okay. Weird. Okay, I'm not sure how that really works then. I would have expected it to like have a loop of some sort to go through each pixel in the column, in the row rather. Those and ors, that seems to be a set pixel routine. Yeah, I guess, but I'm not really understanding how that's really operating in the context of flood fill. You know? So I would think for like a flood fill on this tile, for instance, using that, if you're using just ors and ands, it'd fill both sides of it, wouldn't it? Cappuccino assassino. Arian, how you doing? I suspect the flood fill is elsewhere. This is just the drawing routines in NMI. It's possible. Yeah. I think I gotta find that somewhere. Point on right. Go. Where are we? That stores directly to those. Oh, that's not indexed at all. That's just an absolute store. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. How the fuck? Oh, God. Oh, I do not like this stack. 05. Where's the stack actually looking right now? Stack point is EE, so it's towards the end. It's pointing right there. Okay. 1, 5E. 15. So that's another operator. It stores it there. That. Here's the flood fill. Okay. This is what I was expecting. Rotates and shit. ASL, rotate. ASL, rotate. ASL, rotate. ASL, rotate. Load. So A, click carry. Add that. 90 What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is setting up all right, so this is just like a full command then. I'll fill in the thing that sets up the action buffer that executes. Yeah. All right, so where was this coming from? Okay. Yes on that. Ugh. 107B5. No. Oh no. Oh, does it read the shit from like a fucking table or something? Oh god. Yeah. Okay, it's not. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. Oh god. Cause that's the destination of long jump. Center point, how you doing? There's that jump tail I mentioned earlier, I guess. I mean, I guess, yeah. That's nonsense. There's so much shit in 2D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What the fuck functions are these? What? Huh? Okay, they are their own functions, I guess. Oh god, and there's another one of them! Oh god! Calculate a jump. Well, kind of. So it's this shit right here. So this is a jump routine right here. And the data for that isn't pushed to the stack. It's not in a lookup table. It's not fucking in a pointer or whatever the hell. It's in a JSR immediately afterwards. So this is unidentified. That's just a garbage byte, right? I assume just to make it easier to write in the assembler, they just use JSR because the 2 bytes following that are an address, so the assembler will inline data, yeah. The assembler will order it correctly, right? And in the source code, it's just like, you know, fucking long long jump JSR, whatever the hell. Here's the addresses going. Ignore the second JSR, right? So yeah, it would have been referenced in these. 87B5. So yeah, that one of these is 87B5. One of them somewhere. Where? I have no idea. Yeah, somewhere. Where the hell is my? There I am. Ah! Branch equal. We are not equal. So we're just RTSing. Okay. Where we're going. We're pulling something off the stack. Oring it. Oh, right. Bank. Okay. I don't know why we're oring it, though. After I pull off the stack. Oh, whatever. And then this just switches banks right there. Switches it back. RTS. See, it was the long jump shit, right? Going to 8019. in the other bank, I guess. I don't know. RTS, then it clears the sprites. Ugh. Okay, we can go to NMI again. That's disgusting. That's what that is. That's vile. Vile. So I want the routine that like is just before writing that shit, right? So this here, yeah, this is gonna do all of this. So this is really an execute commands essentially, right? Um. Yeah. No, is that that added another one of those, right? Probably. I'm gonna go there. You can leave that one highlighted. Yeah, okay. So that filled in the full line on the tile. Gravix, how you doing? Or good night, I guess. You see this more often on Z80 systems, I think, but it's definitely not unknown on 6502. Yeah. Hello, goodbye. Show up just to say bye. Okay. Long jump exit. Modifies the stack. Returns. And then this jumps fucking somewhere else. This one. Okay. These more powerful pointers? Yeah. Yeah, pointers on 6502 are painful. Honestly. They're painful. Yeah, this is all... I'm assuming audio shit. I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, yep. Square timer. Yep, square zero. So that's the... Alright. Yeah, this is all audio shit. Let's have some shit. Here's one of the things. Why? Okay. There you go. Does a lot with stack, honestly. Does a lot with the stack. The duty. Yep. One of those. There's another duty one. Zero. There. From duty. Jump somewhere else. Yeah, so I'm gonna rename this to process audio. AE7A. That's 10, so not. Well, yeah. That's 11, whatever now. More timer stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm. This is not making me want to work on my own audio engine, that's for sure. Duty RTS. Go over there. Load Y. Load A. Or it, store it. Load A branch. Transfer X to A. Good carry. And that branch not equal. Up. Okay, let me. Fuck. Alright, there it goes. Let's get the fuck out of the audio shit. RTS on that. Enjoyable. Audio status crap. Yep. Or the sprites, or no, we skipped over that. GSR somewhere else. This is. Oh, this is a Okay. JSR pointer. 7B D3. Yeah. JSR still a pointer, basically. Load A2. Why am I loading A2? Story into 18. Oh, that's the bank, isn't it? Or with 4. Why? Okay, whatever. So that, and then you go there, and ew. Button stuff. Tablet button 1. That is frozen though, right? I think I froze that. Yeah, that's the frozen one right here. Okay, so that can't be overwritten right now. Load that, store it there. JSR somewhere else. Load that. Branch equal down there. More tablet reading shit. No, all this is the tablet reading crap that we were doing before. So we go to that. F11. All right. Read tablet. 17116D. Okay. F11. Exclusive or it. Oh, right, because it's right, or it's not pressed right now, whatever, right? Push. Oh, and it, store it, pull it. and it with the button. Store it. Well, this is like released or whatever, this frame or some shit, right? Hey, did we just release this? Or some crap like that, right? Or did we just press it? Did we just release it? So it seems like, so X to X to Y. I'll figure out where it is, okay. Yeah, that does some translation to like the screen space, I think, right? Yeah, probably press release detection. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I guess. Label. Sub 17170F7. Protection and some tablet. Let's X Y coordinate translations. Yeah. Because I think, because the tablet, X, Y are scaled backwards. Yeah, scaled backwards. Right. Rescale the coordinates by multiplying X by 256, so that's 240, and multiplying Y by that. Okay. Yeah. So that's probably what's going on there is some coordinate shenanigans. RTS. Okay, start somewhere else. Load the pen. Compare that to what the fuck? D8? that should just be like pens on borders on like pens being touched or whatever the hell, right? I thought. Carry clear somewhere else. 266. Where the hell's that? That's down there. Backs of temple X, Y. So there's probably some more shit in that actually, in that variable. Alright. Yeah, probably. I don't know what else though. Not really sure what's going on here. 35, 39, 37, 30A. These are pointers. F800. What the hell? F800. What? Is that data? Maybe data in a different bank, actually. I don't know. RTS, JSR. More of that tablet pen, comparing it to the same value for carry set, branch carry set over there. Okay, RTS. Okay, what does that do? No idea. No idea what that's doing. I wonder if this is a lot of other code that's mixed in here that is for the other game modes, you know? Because there's ones that act on, like, the tablet being pressed, right? Not the button being pressed. For the drawing, it's the button, but for, like, the maze stuff and the character, like, controlling the character on the screen, it's pen to tablet, right? The drawing tools, etc. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show one of those here in a minute, I guess. And the button, all right. And then another long jump. Or pointer JSR, right? I'm getting tired. He went why? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pointer math. Yeah. Yeah, so this seems like a lot of math for, you know, figuring out where we are and whatnot. Yeah. Were we here before? Yeah, okay, yeah, so this is the actual setting of the so this is the setting of the actual commands. Edit label. No, rights. No. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna unfreeze this. Unfreeze. Yeah, so that stops that. And then, come on. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. This. Wow. You see all that shit happening down here? What the fuck? Whoa. That's sprites. All sprites, okay. Yeah, there's some bullshit happening here with that. That's for sure. I don't know which one it selected, by the way. That one again. Oh, what is this one? Whoa, that's so jumpy. Oh, right. It's a fucking tracing drawing or whatever the hell. Right? Come on. So it like sings or whatever the shit. For one of these. Thought it did anyway. Setting speed, normal speed. No. Woo. No. This here, yeah. Let's play, really? Really? Wait a minute. What? It. I didn't realize that you played on the background you drew on. What? Ooh, and okay, and it erased it. Now it's gone. Huh. What? What the hell? Oh my god, no. What? Oh, okay. That's what that does. All right, so it redraws the whole thing on top. Right. Exit. And then this one here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Johnny! Johnny, no! Wait. Sorry. Sorry, habit. Force a habit. Ooh, do you not? Does it not do the? Ooh, oh man, it doesn't. It doesn't have your character as priority on Sprite. Look at that. Look at that. He's missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, really? Johnny, no. No. Is that doesn't seem right, does it? These are index 4. Why is that not displaying? Am I misremembering how that works? Sprite priority? Determined by the address inside OAM. So to have a sprite displayed in front of another sprite on a scan line, this sprite, wow. A sprite that occurs first will overlap any other sprites after. For example, when sprites at OAM see they overlap. Okay, yeah. Evaluation. This is a separate step from sprite rendering. Yeah, sure. Sprite overflow bug. If 8 in-range sprites have been found so far, the sprite evaluation logic continues the scan. I am looking for more in-range sprites. Overflow flag. The first such check correctly checks the Y coordinate of the next element. Entry of the diagonally. Okay. That's okay. I'll bug them. Oops. I don't know. Not that it matters so much, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that to actually, be there. But yeah, so this isn't actually emulated correctly. It's the pen tablet button isn't supposed to always be pressed, right? That's like a separate status bit, right? So in the emulator, it presses it whenever you're below, like roughly about here. And then when you're up here, when you like click or whatever, you press the button. It sets both the pen and the tablet statuses, I think. which is wrong, but I mean it works, I suppose. But yeah, this is a quote-unquote game, right? Where characters chasing around the bad guy. Get out of here, Mr. Bad Guy. You always stop it. Oh, what happened? Did I lose? What happened here? What the hell happened? Okay, yeah, so it was actually... I was looking at CPU space, not PPU space. I bet you some audio's playing that we can't hear. Yeah, that's jank. I'm changing the scan line, by the way. That's what I'm changing. What the hell are these? Those aren't anywhere. What the hell? What the shit? There's some out of bounds area, right? I need that up. I don't need that up. Give me tile viewer. Where the hell are these? What tiles are these? 0D with this index. Oh, okay. It's using a different palette. It's the same shit, just different palette. So where's this one? OD. D, but yeah, like over here somewhere. That one. it's that one. Yeah. I mean, it's neat. Jank as shit, but neat, you know? Yeah, so it's scrolled to like over here, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Scroll way down over there. So I doesn't have to worry about the half attribute row probably for the screen up here. Oh. God, it's so jank. It's so jank. But anyway, I am tired, so I think I'm gonna wrap up a little earlier tonight. Yeah, we're gonna see if there's anybody to raid. I'm sorry to do this 2 weeks in a row, but I will not be streaming on Sunday. This time for realsies, it's family related. I'm going back home for a birthday and Father's Day. Maybe before mapping accordance to drawing tiles, but yeah, being attributes sound more likely. Yeah, because it's got that half row bullshit for the attributes, right? Yeah. But yeah, so I won't be streaming on Sunday. 'Cause I'm not gonna be around. But next week I should be streaming both days. In theory, I don't know. We'll see. I hope I have fun too. Totally not importing someone else's wife to surprise them. No, he's they're driving back to Canada tomorrow. Let's see. What the hell? Is he watching another movie? He's watching another goddamn movie. All right. We're gonna go over here. That's such a great friend. Giving him a fucking heart attack. Let's fucking go. But yeah, that was a lot of fun on Monday. Anyway, come with me to say hi. I'd appreciate it. I will see you next week. I won't be doing more. I won't be looking at this next week. I'll be doing more of something else. I don't know. Either some study box stuff or some Tetris stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Certainly looks like a BSOD. Yeah, certainly a BSOD. Absolutely. But yeah, you guys have a good night. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.